Hi, good morning, welcome. Today is going to stay as reading 43. I wanted to do a little bit more discussion about Japheth of chapter 10. But before we get into it, I'm going to sing One Drop by Bob Marley for all those who care to sing along with me. Now remember, One Drop is about having freedom from the philosophy of the Westerners to the philosophy of our African Christian leaders. Haile Selassie, Emperor of Ethiopia, who died in 1974, the 225th descendant of King Solomon of the Holy Bible. And so we're going to sing it right now. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Feel it in the one drop, and you still got time to rock, making a one stop. A generation gap. So feel the drum beat as a beat within, playing a rhythm, resisting the system. Ooh, and I know just never let us down when we're right from wrong. Yes, I know, just never let us down. Oh, no, 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 no. They made the world so hard. Every day, people are dying. They made the world so hard. Every day, people are dying, yeah. For hunger and starvation. Lamentation, read it in Revelation. You'll find your redemption. And minds give us the teachings of His Majesty, 'cause we don't want the devil's philosophy. Give us the teachings of His Majesty, 'cause we don't want the devil's philosophy. And feel it in a one drop, and we still got time to rock, making a one stop. Oh, a generation gap, so feel the drum beat as a beat within, playing the rhythm. Oh, fighting against ism and schism, singing, I know, just never let us down when we're right from wrong. Yes, I know, just never let us down. Oh, no, 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 no. They made the world so hard every day, every day. They made the world so hard every day, and all day, 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 all day, dread, dread, dread all day, 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 all day, dread, yeah, all day. All right. Good morning. So, yes. So let's just get right into this, shall we? Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so this is the Haile Selassie version of the Holy Bible. This has all of your scriptures in it that the King James Version of the Holy Bible has in it, except it has a history of the nation of Israel in it. It also highlights some important Rastafari, Jamaican, African leaders, and it also contains the Kibra Nagas, which is the Book of the Glory of Kings, one of Ethiopia's most prestige in books of their culture and lineage, from the King of Solomon and the Queen Makeda of Ethiopia, all the way to King, well, I didn't finish reading the Kibra Nagas, but basically it's their ancestral documents of their lineage of kings and queens, and their conversion from worshiping the sun, moons, and the stars to worshiping the God of Israel, including Jesus Christ. Okay, so what I want to do today is just to briefly go over, I did a little bit of research on chapter 10, which we read previously yesterday. So let's get to it. I want to read in regards to Japheth, which is the son of Noah. And so we're going to read Genesis chapter 10, verses 1 through 5, and verse 21. That is where Japheth is mentioned and talked about in this chapter of Genesis. Okay. Genesis chapter 10, verses 1 through 5. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, and Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles, divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families, in their nations. Okay, and then next I'm going to go to down to verse 21. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth the elder, even to him were children born. So that is letting us know that Japheth was the elder son of Noah. Okay, so looking on to what I had learned is that, let's see. So Japheth is the firstborn. The isles of the Gentiles' territories. Well, those are the coastlands of the Western Mediterranean, according to the International Standard Bible, which was composed in 1939. And so the coast of the Western Mediterranean contains Spain, France, Malta, Italy, areas from the Tyrrhenian Sea to the Strait of Sicily. They're considered maritime peoples, coastal peoples. And it's also considered the Isles of Nations. Okay. In Islamic tradition, they consider Japheth, modern day people of Japheth had descended, the descendants of Japheth, are the Turks, the Khazars, the Chinese, the Mongols, and the Slavs. That's according to Islamic tradition. They considered the Japhetic race and Japhetides. Now, we do know that the concept of race was not used until the white folks used it. I'm going to research that a little bit more too. Nonetheless, the sons of Japheth are Magog, Gomer, Javan, Meshech, Madai, Tubal, and Tiras. Okay, so Magog is the second son of Japheth, and in Ezekiel 38 to 39, they are considered to be pagan people from the evil north of the world. So they were evil, considered evil folks north of the world, and they had apocalyptic traditions. I need to research that a little bit more about what apocalyptic traditions are, but apocalyptic is the end of the world traditions. They were also in the area known as Turkey. They were considered to be the enemies of God. So there's also Gog and Magog that's mentioned in the Bible. I don't know if, I'm thinking that that's something separate from Japheth's son. I'm thinking that that name came perhaps because of their affiliation with paganism and them being considered evil north of the world. The next son is Gomer. Gomer was the first son of Japheth, and Gomer is considered to be the Cimmerians beyond the Caucasus, they're the allies of Gog, the allies of Magog, and in Ezekiel 38:6. They are also considered to be the Ashkenaz, Riptath, and Tagamar folks from Russia, the Ural Mountains, Indo-European people. Javan is the fourth son of Japheth. Javan is considered the father of the Greek people of the Aegean Islands. And that was all I could find about Javan. There's also a mention of Javan in the Bible as a merchant. There's nothing affiliating Javan with any form of evilness or anything. Moshach is considered Muska of the Assyrian folks in Turkey and the Armenians of the Caucasus people. There's a map that was made available, a map of the Hebrew world in 1854 by Mr. Lyman Coleman, who lived from 1796 to 1882. And this is a map of the Hebrew world according to the Mosaic account, according to, I don't know where he got this map from, but we have to remember that anything that has to do around the time of the slave trade, we have to really do research and look into it to see what it really truly is. But according to this map, it had the coast where I kind of drew a diagram. Don't laugh at my diagram, but you see here. So it kind of showed the coast of Africa, considered where the folks of Ham was. Around here is like around the Middle Eastern areas where the people of Shem was considered to be. And up here, Europe and parts of Asia is where Japheth people had settled. Okay. The next son of Japheth is Madai. Madai, also Media, was absorbed by Persia in 700 BC. These are the Medes people of northwest Iran. So at one time, Iran was called Persia, and they had changed their name to Iran. The next son is Tubal, and this is the father of the Caucasian Iberians and the Georgians, Tubal in Turkey. The next is Tiras, the seventh and the youngest son of Japheth. These are considered naval confederacy that terrorized Egypt in 1200 BCE, according to writings that was discovered. They were considered to be red, blonde-haired people. They worship Thrax and I don't understand my handwriting, but Margo, I think they're saying, and Targums. So, and this was around 8th century BC. They immigrated to Italy in 8th century BC. Okay. And so, Also, I was wondering, well, Ashkenaz, because Ashkenaz is the son of Japheth. And Ashkenaz is also a name of a specific group of Jews. And so far what I've learned is that the Ashkenaz Jews are from Europe. Earlier philosophers attributed Japheth's descendants to the Europeans as the sea peoples of the north to the west Mediterranean. So I'm wondering, and I'm thinking that Japheth's children had went and migrated to, as it said, the isles of the west Mediterranean. As we know, even though we were colonized by a lot of British, did a lot of colonization as well. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Britain or England, I don't know the correct way to word it, is an island as well. So these are seafaring people. So that's very interesting, how the Bible kind of points out that. So nonetheless, according to the Bible, we are all related. And the sons of Japheth, who were blessed by Noah, also they were blessed by God as well, to be fruitful and to multiply. However, they were considered to be Gentiles. And that just shows how merciful God of Israel is that even him having created all these folks, even though the Bible does not talk about the Gentiles until we get into the New Testament, God still considered them and kept stuck to his promise that he had made in the Noahic covenant, where he said that he will not smite his creation anymore with floods, and for them to go and be fruitful and to multiply, you know. And so that is testament to God's faithfulness and his realness, you know. So that's all I got. Comment below, what do you think? Isn't that interesting that how the Bible points that, you know, the ancestors of Japheth are from the West Mediterranean area, known as present-day Turkey, in those areas over that way. Very interesting. Seafaring maritime peoples. And that is pretty much consistent with how a lot of colonialism happened with the arrival of the ships that came. So, very interesting. Nonetheless, God bless. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.